Discover the courage within to leave doubt behind and embrace your entrepreneurial journey.
Whether someone sees you online or writing your book, or you're on all these awesome podcasts and you're talking so confidently and you're so clear, but to hear that you had doubt and it took you a long time to get over it. Walk me through what was going on in your mind during that 24-month period, 12-month period before you actually managed to quit. What was going inside Cody's head?
Oh, yeah. I think I would have stayed an employee forever, Jay.
Me too. That's why I'm asking.
And I also think if you're listening right now and you ever feel less than for being an employee, you tell that person to pound sand, because I guarantee you Sheryl Sandberg is worth a lot more than many entrepreneurs. And she was an entrepreneur. She worked inside of a business and amassed massive wealth, prestige, status, and impact from it. And so I don't like when people make employees feel less than. You and I couldn't do what we do if we didn't have people who also wanted to build a vision with a team as opposed to an individual. So one, you can make a ton of money, whether you're an employee or whether you are the founder of the business. You just got to get a little skin in the game and upside. And you get skin in the game and upside when you have more value. You don't just ask for it. You've got to be able to earn it. And so when I was thinking those last 2 years in the business, I was running a business in Latin America. I had taken the business from $0 to $1 billion in assets under management. I had done it in a place that I had never lived, Mexico, Chile, Colombia, Peru. I didn't have contacts there. I'd built something from nothing, and I was really proud of that. But I wasn't very good at doing deals back then. And maybe that's why I'm obsessed with it now, because I did a shitty deal with a guy that I respect a lot, but he was just better than me. And he ran the company. And I built up this huge thing, but basically I had no way to take the assets of the business with me. The only thing that I could do is stay at that business and continue to get partnership until they eventually sold. And I was like, gosh, I don't want to be here for 30 years. And at the time, again, I respected the CEO a lot, but we didn't believe in the same world. I believe in a world in which we can all get rich together. He believed in a world in which he told me we get rich quietly. And he believed that if you told people that you were rich, they came after you, which sometimes they do. Mm-hmm. And because of that, he wanted to protect himself and be quiet. And I said, I don't want to live in that world. And so we fought about that. I thought we should run the business this way. He thought we should run the business that way. And so for those last 2 years, if he hadn't finally taken me on a beach for a walk, him and I went, he runs a hundreds of billions of dollar company. We're still friends to this day. But he essentially gave me an ultimatum. He said, listen, I want to row left. You want to row right. The problem is you need to get your own ships. You got to get your own boat. You're on my boat and you're trying to row this way and we're going this way. So you got to make a decision. And at the time I was so mad. I was like, I built this from nothing. You guys can't even speak Spanish. I'm down here doing I was mad. I was super entitled. Then I realized, Cody, did you put any of the money on the table to build this business? No. Did you take the risk? No. Besides coming here, that was his. And so he was right. And I couldn't take anything with me. I did put my old number 2 in charge of that business, which is cool. She still runs it to this day. But I was really mad at myself and sad. And so before I left there, I had done a lot of little investments. I call them throwing out my chips. So, once you start to make a little money, I think it's really helpful to start investing in the things that you want to eventually earn from. So I knew I wanted to get into some venture capital-like things. So I started investing in some venture capital firms. And so when he finally gave me that ultimatum, I jumped ship, went to another company, and I didn't even have the balls to do it by myself then. I was partnered up with a few other people. And man, a lot of terrible things can happen to you when you don't believe in yourself. And I think the universe, it will tell you kind of what you need to do. And then if you don't listen, it'll ignore you for a while. And then at some point, I'll just kick you in the face. That's my experience.